Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be covering the deep dive that EA NHL released in regards to the World of Chel. Now, when I did my videos in terms of everything we know and the reveal trailer, I mentioned that there's a lot of focus on improving World of Chel and 6v6, 3v3, and I think it's fantastic. I think that mode has been kind of put on the afterburner a little bit, maybe for Hut over the last few years, and World of Chel is really taking off, not just in terms of the actual amount of player base that plays in it, whether it be 1s, 3s, 6s, but in terms of esports as well. And obviously I am someone who is all in on NHL esports, so I'm glad to see that the changes they have made. So today we are going to go into all of the info that was in the deep dive, so let's get into it. So here is all of the in-depth Chel notes, and we are going to go over them right now. This is on EANHL.com, so if you want to go and take a look at the whole thing, I'm going to read through it here and give you kind of my takes and what I've seen personally from getting to play the game a little bit early. So yeah, let's just get into it. So we're excited to share with you the latest features and improvements the World of Chel has to offer. Last year, we added more depth to 1s and 3s by adding the Eliminator tournament structure, and this year we wanted to focus on giving the community a way to compete and achieve the highest levels of skill. We are happy to introduce to you World of Chel Seasons. Our season schedule will allow you to climb the ranks and earn special season rewards and bragging rights within the elite Chel community as an individual player or an EASHL club. So something that is brand new, something that is brought back, that has been clamored for quite some time, is seasons inside World of Chel and 6s. If you think back a while ago, a bunch of games ago, I want to say, man, I can't remember the last one that had it, maybe 16, where you have club seasons and you can fight and try and play and win club championships, and now there's a lot of swag that comes along with that. So the World of Chel seasons overview. For NHL 21, we plan to have 6 seasons in total, each lasting between 6 to 8 weeks. During a season, players can increase their personal skill-based player rank. During the final 2 to 3 weeks of the season, club finals begin, which is the NHL 21 new take on EASHL playoffs. Once the season closes, there will be several days reserved to audit the leaderboards for accuracy before we give out the end-of-season rewards. So, again, there will be 6 seasons throughout the entire year, and they're all going to last about 2 months. And then during the season, you can increase your personal skill-based player rank that you're going to find out about a little bit more down below. And then there will be a club finals, again, a playoff. So you load in with your squad, you play other teams that are in the playoffs, and then you fight for some swag that, again, I'm going to show down here. So here is the team menu, and again, the menus have improved a little bit. I know that they have been something kind of a hot button topic. It takes way too many clicks in to find information and actually get into a game. The menus are a little bit more streamlined here. So this is a basic one. Season 2, it ends in 2 days. This is for the Shamrocks at the Elite Cup. You'll see what trophy you're going to play for right here as well to show you your record in 3v3 and the leaderboard rank among all 3v3 player leader clubs right here. And then when you go down, here are the new icons that will kind of describe where you're at in the game. And there is one for 1s, 3s, drop-in, and clubs. And there is, again, there's, I believe, 6 total ranks, 3 levels within each. So instead of the old CR system, which just showed you a number, now you'll actually get an icon that will display how you're doing. So let's get into that player rank. Player rank is the next evolution of competitive rating, or CR. Your player rank reflects your skills on the ice, with separate ranks for World of Chel modes, EASHL clubs, EASHL drop-ins, and 1s and 3s eliminators. So it's not just one combined thing for multiple modes. There is one for each of those 4, which is great. And I think for players that really want to kind of grind and prove that you're one of the best in World of Chel, then this is, a great improvement. So, reach level 10 to participate in the player rank, and then play through the required placement games, which determine your initial rank. So here you're going to see the basic icons for hitting one. There's bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, elite, and you've got to reach level 10 on your World of Chel character to actually unlock these rankings. So, there's 6 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, elite, which each have 3 levels of ranks to progress through for a total of 18 ranks. Keep playing to try to increase your rank with the ultimate goal of being ranked in Elite 1. So again, if you hit a ranked Elite 1 in one of the modes, maybe you want to try and, switch to drop-ins or 1s to see if you can't do it in multiple. And again, this just adds more depth to World of Chel as a whole. I think that outside of competitive leagues that are outside of the game, there just isn't really anything for the guys that just, log on with your buddies and you just grind. Like, I think that this is a great thing for, the majority of the player base to see how good your team actually is, or ones, or whatever you play. So, again, I believe this is a good improvement over, past years. So, you will keep the highest rank you achieve in the season, so don't worry if you lose a few games, and you can always work your way up. Your rank is separate for each World of Chel mode, so you may want to rank as high as possible in each to maximize on the rewards that you receive. At the end of each season, you'll earn rewards for the highest rank achieved in any of the 4 modes. So here is the mock-up for when a season is ended, all right? So platinum, or in ones, this player specifically hit Platinum 3. In threes, they didn't play at all. And EASHL drop-in, they hit Elite 1. That is a hero to hit Elite 1 in drop-ins. And then in EASHL Club, it's Diamond 2. And then you'll get your rewards down here. So it's his highest rank achieved, Elite 1 rewards, 2,000 XP, and a Season 2 Elite bag. And again, the rewards are actually pretty sick for depending on how high you hit. So we have special rewards to be handed out based on your highest rank achieved, so you can brag to the rest of the community about your accomplishments. Keep returning for future seasons to restart your rank and earn more unique rewards. Can you complete the reward set by earning a rank in all 6 seasons? The one thing I do want to say is that unlike where you would just do the the required challenges each week to try and get whatever was the highlighted unique World of Chel item, like a signed jersey or whatever that you could use, and I think that this is fantastic because you'll get specific rewards depending on how high you get. So if you load into a drop-in or a threes game and you've got like this champions thing on from hitting Elite 1 or something like that, I think that's awesome. I think anything like that gives a real sense and reward for actually grinding the game if you're big into World of Chel. So I'm all for that, and I think that's I honest to God, I hope there's more of that in HUT because there's no comp season, so there's no specific card thing, and again, that's a whole other thing that's HUT. So anyways, Club Finals. So we are excited to share with you the new Club Finals Championship. During the last 2 to 3 weeks of the season, all EASHL clubs will participate in the championships. Will be held in Carter Lake in a new outdoor rink in front of the hotel. So you'll play in this arena for the club championships at night, and you'll see here, this is the elite reward for if you're in the elite division. So the clubs will compete for the cup that corresponds to their online season division. The higher the division, the more prestigious the cup they will compete for. Only the most talented and gritty teams will be able to lift the elite cup, the World of Chel equivalent of the Stanley Cup. So if you can hit this, if you get the Elite 1 Cup, you're a pretty good team regardless. There will be a ton of players, whether it be pro teams, anything like that are trying to get this, and I'll explain why in just a second, because something also has come back from prior years that I think is great. So once Club Finals begins, clubs can compete in both 3v3 and 6v6 tournaments. So earn rank points by competing against each other, each against other clubs, and then climb the leaderboards to earn the top spot of that club. So here again, you'll see the club finals, and you'll see for 3v3, this is for 3v3 specifically, you'll see the record here, and then there's that on the leaderboard. Here is something that was brought back, and I'm excited for it. There will be only one 3v3 and 6v6 champion for each club, or each cup per season, but there are also rewards for your club no matter where you finish, such as club banners to show off at your home arena, and logos you can put on your custom jerseys or as shoulder patches, which is awesome. And again, just more flair, something that you can actually show that you've done something well. I think that that's fantastic. I'm glad to see that they brought in this back, because this was in past games as well. But yeah, you will get a club banner depending on how well you do and whatnot, what you qualify for, which is, again, another great thing that they've brought back from prior years. All right, so World of Chel practice. This was kind of a big one that dropped on the community, and again, a lot of the game changers have been fighting for this. The guys that are big into sixes have been fighting for this for years since I've been in the program. So I'm glad to see it's back in, because again, as 6v6 esports starts to kind of take off, this just has the potential to make it far more entertaining, as you can actually, we'll get into it. So since Club Finals is a complete club's takeover, we felt that it was just as important to allow players to get into a practice game prior to competing. In NHL 21, we're offering 3 ways to practice. So there's club scrimmage, open practice, and free skate. So here is open practice, I believe, and it'll just be, actually, we'll get into it in a second. From club's 3v3 or 6v6 dressing room. So once you're in the dressing room, the room leader can change the matchmaking options and set the dressing room to practice, and then toggle either club scrimmage or open practice. So there's 2 types of practice you can do, and again, it's from your club's dressing room. Club Scrimmage allows your club to play against a team of AI players with full EASHL rules. And the room leader can change the difficulty to suit your team's challenge level. So if you just want a quick warm-up to work on your cuts and some plays that you've been working on in open practice, you can throw the AI on Rookie, just so that there's actual bodies there that you can practice against. And maybe you're playing, you think that you're going to be playing crap players, so I don't know. Open practice allows your team to play on the offensive side, shooting on an AI goalie or a human-controlled teammate goalie. This is a great way to warm up your human goalie with shots before playing for real, which I think is awesome. Again, you can actually now work on plays and look to create something that is more than just firing low shots, looking for a rebound, or things that you would have to work on very, very rarely because the situations just don't come up. Whether it be breakouts, you're trying to work on that kind of stuff in a game is very difficult because it's very situational. Now that you can actually do some practice, you can have breakouts from specific defensemen out to wingers, and if you're getting, if you're playing a team that's very aggressive on the forecheck, again, you can practice breakout plays, not just like goal plays, but again, that kind of stuff is super important. I think that it's really going to take the skill level in sixes all to a whole new level, and I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with in practice and then in games, as I hope more people join the esports scene. So, all right, so now let's get into, and the fact that you can put a human goalie in, I think that's great because now he can actually, practice. Free Skate allows you to play skater versus goalie, controlling either one to test out your World of Chel loadout, player class, practice some of the new deeks, or try out the new traits in NHL 21. That'll come in a second. Free Skate is accessible in the edit loadout screen from the World of Chel hub, whether you are in a club or not. Club members will load into their club arena, while free agents will load into the outdoor rink. So if you want, you can actually test out your build to see how it feels, rather than trying to have to do that in a game. And again, I think that just adds, the ability to make World of Chel or 6v6 and 3v3 a lot more entertaining, because now you don't have to worry about the tryout period. You can do this in practice mode, okay? Traits rework. So we really wanted to spice up the traits system in NHL 21. I know this is a very hot button topic, so this is how traits will work in NHL 21. And traits in NHL 21 will offer powerful and varied ways to customize the player class. So this is going to work mostly like the prior 2 games, where you actually got a bunch of different traits, and then they have offsetting things depending on what you pick. So we'll leave it here. All traits will now have 2 variations, blue and purple. So it isn't just 1 and 2. It's not like one's is being, as you unlock one or 2 is better. There's 2 options. So both variations will share the same high impact bonuses, but ask for different trade-offs. In order to have more wrist shot power, should I sacrifice stamina and affect my 2-way game, or should I sacrifice balance and have a harder time getting into the slot? This allows the player to fine-tune the builds according to their style while keeping the system balanced, so everyone, regardless of their level, can enjoy playing on a level playing field. So now you don't have to just grind to get all of these things, like the level 2 heavy slapper or things like that. You don't have to worry about that because there's 2 different options. So if you really want a harder wrist shot, you can do that, and if you once you unlock it, you can do the balance one, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. Okay, so you can earn traits as you leveled up, so we're excited. Oh yeah, so. And this is actually a very cool thing. So we'll be introducing new traits at the start of each season. So to keep the competition interesting during the entire year, completing your season placement games in any multiplayer mode will unlock the new traits. So that's pretty cool. So it keeps the game pretty fresh, and maybe breaks the meta once it's released. And there's 6 seasons of it, so that means there's going to be a lot of traits introduced throughout the game. Big one here for competitive players. We have removed the Marathon Man specialty to maintain the stamina fatigue system in balance. This will allow players to try other specialties without feeling they are missing out on an obviously overpowered specialty. Again, this was directly from all of you guys, the community in LG, NHL Gamers, Sixes, Game Changers, all you guys. The fact that Marathon Man was overpowered and you basically had to use it, that's all gone now, and again, reworking the system so that it's a lot more balanced. Bang. World of Chel quality of life improvements. Okay, so community feedback was instrumental in helping identify and prioritize a number of improvements across World of Chel. One's Eliminator. We have removed one round from One's Eliminator to streamline the experience and reduce matchmaking times in higher rounds. This turns the tournament into a best of 27 players. I think this is fantastic because as the game wore on, not a lot of people played Ones. I actually enjoyed Ones. And now with this new ranking system and unlocks that you can get, Ones might be where people go to try and get that high elite ranking because it's a little bit easier than playing 6v6 clubs for trying to get elite 1. But so they've removed that, so it's not as long. They don't need to require as many players. Good job. Recent game details. Now in the recent games list for threes. Now in the recent games list for threes, drop it in club games, you can dig a little deeper into the team versus team stats and view all of the players participating in those games and the stats they earned during that game. I think that's great. More details on what you've actually been doing is fantastic. So any more information that you can get is just better. Server selection for private games. This was a huge bomb dropped on the competitive 6v6 community. So for third-party leagues that use the private game option from the club's 3v3 or 6v6 dressing rooms, we have added a sub option that allows for the group to choose which game server location they want to host the game from. This is big because West and East connections have long been a big issue. So now there's an option to choose whether it be central, something in the middle. Whether if you have home in an esports event, that team gets home. Like it improves the game so much as opposed to just loading up and maybe you have a few guys from West or you're playing a few guys from West and then it pulls hard West. This is one of the biggest things that have come from competitive 6v6 in this game and in World of Chel for a while actually. Human goalie pulls to control the extra attacker. Human goalies who skate to the bench can now control the extra attacker who would normally be an AI scare. I think this is awesome. And again, I can't wait to see the clips of the goalie coming out and just ripping a game-tying goal late. I think that's going to be awesome. And again, it's small, but a cool improvement in the game. World of Chel menu restructure. So it's not perfect, but with World of Chel seasons being so integrated into the core World of Chel experience, we felt it was a good opportunity to restructure the hub a bit. The Club's hub is now accessible from the World of Chel hub, so that first time when you hit World of Chel, Club's hub is now in there. Multiplayer modes are clustered in their own section, and Pro-Am is more visible to new users. So again, less clicks to get into the game is great. They needed to do that. It's not perfect yet, but we're getting there. New stat categories. We've added new stats to help you track your performance and scout new players for your ESHL club. So, if you want to see, who's taking shots from everywhere and not going in, maybe shot attempts, like shooting percentage, things like that. But like shot attempts, see if you have a defenseman who literally just skates in and just rips it every single time. Saucer passes, how many times he uses that. Penalty shot goals. I mean, like there's just a bunch of different stuff that you can go and look at. And I think it'd be kind of cool to be number 1 in penalty shot goals. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways, in closing, we're very excited about these new additions to World of Chel. We hope you will join us in this competition to be the champions. We check in on the official NHL 21 website for more information to come soon on all gameplay features, new modes, and more. We'll be rolling out even more details about the changes and features coming to the gameplay in mid-September. So again, guys, here is the tentative dates for the other stuff. So World of Chel, obviously, August 30th, September. Mid-September is gameplay. Late September is HUT. And then in October, we're getting our first look at Be a Pro and franchise mode. I'm glad they're focusing on these towards the end, as I've seen them both, and they've great adjustments, and I can't wait to see them. Really big hype right before the game. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I know, obviously, if you're not a World of Chel player, not getting a lot of info here for you, but if you are, these are all very, very good, either re-adds to the game or additions, and I'm excited to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. And please subscribe if you haven't already. You'll get daily NHL content as well as the most up-to-date news and whatnot on NHL 21. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.